So David, I mean, for a start, welcome to Fully Charged Live. I mean, you've got an amazing stand and an amazing position. How's it been? Have you been busy?
We've been very busy, Robert. Thank you very much, and it's great to see you again after so many years.
Yeah, I know, it is extraordinary. So do a quick but let's do a bit of backstory. So when I first met you, it was, I'm trying to now remember back through all the names. Chargemaster.
Well, Chargemaster, and before that we were doing Traffic Master.
Traffic Master, that's right.
With traffic monitoring. But
yes.
we started Chargemaster in 2018, in the very early days of EVs.
Yeah.
The only electric vehicles around those days were G-Whizzes around London and things like that.
2008, you mean, not 18.
2008,
yes.
Yeah. And you remember those?
Yeah.
And of course, now you get a whole range of hundreds of very, very nice EVs.
Yeah, a lot of big range.
And you don't have to convince people that they want to buy them.
No, because I mean, that was the interesting thing was, I think when Chargemaster was, when you were busy doing Chargemaster, there would be people, you would have met them, I met them all the time going, well, I like the idea of electric cars, but they're not ready yet, I'm not ready, I don't want, all the reasons not to have them. And I feel we've moved on from that. That's not happening anymore.
I think in the last couple of years, we've really seen we've moved on for that. And of course, the next 5 years, it's going to be more of the same.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we're trying to do is to make it simple for the mass market to charge an electric car, which is very important, I think.
Right. So because you're making this now chargers for the home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
We've developed the EVIOS unit to be an advanced home charging unit. We've looked at the market. We know obviously a lot of the other players very well.
Yeah.
We looked at the features that people need to be able to integrate in solar power, need to integrate in nighttime tariffs. And one unique thing that we put on it, which other people haven't got, is a pin, a 4-digit pin.
Right.
So it works well with multi-occupancy business locations, somewhere where you had to share the parking area and so on. And so we've also tried to make it intuitive. Right. Because the one thing we recognise is that actually the guy that buys an EV now might not be technically minded at all. Yeah. So it needs to be very intuitive so you can actually use it from straight out of the box.
Right. Because I mean, I think that's the thing we're now discovering is there was quite a long period where early adopters like you and I would have an electric car and we were prepared to go through the pain barrier of working out, oh, hang on, Type 2, what's that? I don't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
What's a 3? Oh my God, what's a fast charger? All that. We've got to move on beyond that. It's got to be, this is a car, this is where you plug it in, that's enough. That's
absolutely, and I think that's where we've made big strides, because the average driver now doesn't know what a kilowatt hour means. No. So the unit automatically has a table, so it converts that car to the mileage. Right. So you can see it's added 60 miles or 150 miles or whatever. We also integrate with the cost, so you can see you've added 150 miles and it's cost you £4.50 or whatever. Yeah. And that's what we believe. People want to just talk straightforward language.
The units we know. Yeah. We all know miles. Yeah, exactly. We all know kilometres. Yeah,
exactly. So that's what we're all about, and it's very exciting to come back into the markmarketplace.
Yeah. And I feel this is very recent launch. When did you launch?
We launched on Tuesday. So.
So for what? Because often I'm slightly out of the loop and I've missed something, but not this time. Launching on Tuesday.
We launched on Tuesday, and we're delighted to be here at Fully Charged Live as an extension of our launch. And people have come up to today and say, "Wow, where did that come from?"
Right. That's excellent. Right.
So we've had a great reception here. Great number of people come to stand, and I think people like the approach. Let's make it simple, but cope. More and more people have got solar panels.
Yes.
More and more people use nighttime electricity. Yeah. But they want something that's simple.
Yeah. And I mean, the good thing is, from your company's point of view, is you drive electric cars, you know what you're talking about, you know what it's like to charge at home. I'm assuming you've got one of these chargers at your house.
Oh, of course, yeah. So, but I worked out there, I don't know if you ever totaled up, I worked out the other day, I've driven 250,000 electric miles the last 10 months.
Yeah, I would think I must have done something like that, yes.
And so you and I know quite a lot about charging and what... but the market's now come to a situation you're dealing with somebody that's gone into a showroom, bought an EV, and actually thinks, well, what do I do now?
Yes.
And we're trying to make it very easy, not only from the technology point of view, but the whole customer service aspect.
Right.
You can buy the unit online, you can book your appointment for the install online. Right. and you can even pay for it on a monthly payment.
Right.
Because most people, as you know, don't necessarily pay cash for the car.
Yes. Yeah.
So why do you have? I mean, these days
you can spread the cost.
Spread it over 3 years.
That's wonderful. And I mean, what about the actual install? Have you got a dedicated installer?
We've got our own installation team,
right?
Nationally,
yeah.
And we try to do it promptly and efficiently. And we always recognise that the installer is like an ambassador of the company.
Yeah.
He needs to turn up, discuss with the customer where the charger needs to go.
Yeah.
Find the best place, explain how he or she uses it.
Right.
And then connect the app, because we've got a sophisticated app that does all the scheduling and so on.
If they do all that with you while you're, and you've never done that before, God, because the amount of times I've sweated over connecting the app.
Yeah. And your experience of this thing, you imagine the people that don't know anything about it. You know? So we want to make it easier because we think that's necessary for the market to grow, so it's every motorist, because you know EVs won't be specialists. They are
they've got to be normal, haven't they?
And most homes by the end of this decade will have a home charger unit. We're bringing out a workplace version later this year because we think workplace is also important. And we're very excited about A, being here, and B, seeing how actually buoyant the market is, the interest is.
Yeah, and the level of interest from people is remarkable, isn't it?
It's great talking to people. It's really fascinating.
Yes, no, you get a lot of information, don't you? Yeah, no, it's fantastic. David, I'm so pleased that you're doing this. It's so great that you've gone through the stages you've gone through in this industry, and you're still in there, still in there. Doing
exciting times. Well, you can say the same about yourself.
Yeah, no, it is good. I mean, I think cause that was one of the alarming things I worked out, that by the time my father was this age, he had properly retired, and I'm still slogging away. But I'm having a great time here. No, it's really good to see you, and good luck with it all. I'm really looking forward to seeing how you get on. It's very exciting.
Thank you very much for all that. Cheers.